Can't sleep, can't breathe, can't think, can't. Everything getting harder to find. Everybody jumping out of their mind. Everybody going out of their skin. See, we get to the end, but that's where we begin. You feel it? Mannequins and we breaking the mold. Breaking out and we breaking the codes. Similar to the jack who stole to the depths in your wet, so you take explode, so get it out. Send your body to flight. Everybody got a target tonight. Everybody come along for the ride. All you studs and your duds and your ladies is fly. Grip the moment like you're gripping the earth. Feel a weight and you're feeling the girth. Now you get it, now you're feeling your worth. Fitness how you used to make when everything used to hurt. It goes, no time to rest. Just do your best. What you hear is not a test. We're only here to make you. We're only here to make you. We're only here to make you. We're only here to make you go. Gotta know, gotta make it on time. Brightest star gonna be the guide. Gotta get you to the other side, to where the butterflies and where the peace resides. But first, 5 minutes for the 15 of fame. 5 seconds for you saying my name. I'm deadly sharp shooting the game. Gonna hit you in the soul, execution is aim. Get together and we building a fire. Clear smoke and it's taking us higher. Hands up, everyone is one. If you see yourself making it, you see in the sun. Metropolis on the edge of control. They take our money, but they won't take our soul. That ain't gonna do it no more. Won't do what we told, and we ain't gonna fold. We go. No time to rest. Just do your best. What you hear is not a test. We're only here to make you. We're only here to make you. We're only here to make you. We're only here to make you go. 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 Can't think, can't sleep, can't breathe. Can't think, can't sleep, can't breathe. Everybody jumping out of their mind. Everybody going out of their skins. Everybody jumping out of their mind. Everybody going out of their skins.
Good morning. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning here in Tennessee. I'm just getting up. I'm going to do one of these little Keto Mojo tests first thing this morning. Got the bed head, I can see. I'm mostly doing this for my friend Barb from Grandma's Crochet Corner and to show her how to do it. But I think it would help a lot of you that's wanting to learn how to do it. And we'll just talk about some stuff too while we're at it. Forgive me for being maybe disorganized. I'm not going to edit this thing at all. I'm not going to, I mean, maybe a little, but not much. I'm just getting up, but we're going to do this test right fast. And
Yank. There we go. There we go. Uh-oh. Hello? Hello? Oh, I am echoing like a motherfucker now. What about now? Aha! Aha! Well, that might explain some things. Thank you for pointing that out, my love. It's a fantastic Friday. I'm happy to be here, and it doth appear I have been muted for, well, the first 5 or so minutes of stream here. So, I hope everyone is having a fantastic Friday. I am having a marvelous Friday. It has been a fantastic day. I saw a train. Not only did I see a train, I saw the coolest train I've ever seen in my life. Had a phenomenal little road trip this morning with one of my dear friends, wifey. It was a fantastic time. Got to go explore a little bit, see some sights, check out some other things. It's just been a really, really good day. We are Average Friday. We're going to have the weigh-in sneak peek coming up here in right around probably about 30 to 40 minutes. We'll do the weigh-in sneak peek. I also have a secret video that I'm only going to premiere on stream for just you guys. It's not going to go anywhere else, so we'll go over that a little bit later on. It's a fun one to watch. More of a blooper. We'll check it out. Really fun one, though. As for right now, we did just start this video. We're going to restart it because, well, I simply didn't have audio. Butter Bob, not really reviewing, going over using the Keto Mojo, which is very interesting because I did just receive my Keto Mojo. I'm very excited to start testing my ketone levels, see if I can improve the weight loss at all, see if I can start shredding weight a little bit faster, which would be very, very, very nice. So we're going to be doing that this weekend. We will have videos over the weekend about the Keto Mojo, about my initial tests and everything else. Very excited for that. Only thing I'm going to say about Keto Mojo people, if you're listening, my God, the ketone test strips. What is the price tag? What is that price tag? Let's do a little better there. Love the device. Think it's an amazing device, but whew, them test strips. My goodness. Onward to Buttered Robert.
good morning. It's about 4 o'clock in the morning here in Tennessee. I'm just getting up.
I thought I was early, being up at 6 this morning.
Keto Mojo test first thing this morning.
Ketosis Mojo.
I'm mostly doing this for my friend Barb from Grandma's Crochet Corner and to show her how to do it. But I think it would help a lot of you that's wanting to learn how to do it. And
it will. Nice walkthrough would be nice. There's a lot of instructions on that.
Forgive me for being maybe disorganized. I'm not going to edit this thing at all. I'm not going to, I mean, maybe a little, but not much. I'm just getting up, but we're going to do this test right fast and you'll see how easy it is, really. All right, we're going to get started.
The test itself is incredibly easy. I did run one last night just as a test run.
You can kind of see my hands.
One thing I will say is setting up the device is not the easiest.
Open the thing up.
Doing all the initial setup and programming and all that stuff can be a bit tedious, but once you're all set up, it's very easy to use.
This is the device.
Benneth, Bobbeth, Maximus Doritus.
I'm going to use this finger today.
I got 2 bruised fingers
While
right
letting
now
that dry, I want to get to a couple of
two,
strips
not
out.
one, two.
This one's for the glucose. And this one is for the
Benny, it has been
ketones. It's
a
the blue
wild
one.
couple days, man. Wild couple days in the
If you can
content
see
creation
it,
realm. I'll tell you
Barb
what.
or whoever's wanting to learn this. There's a little perforation right here on this end. I just rip it.
Bob getting deep
There's
in the
also
details.
one
I
on the
like
other
that.
side.
I like that.
I can get it in the camera. Right there. Rip it. And that's easier to get for my old stiff fingers. That's a hazard.
Super high quality. The only thing, man, I'm just going to say the test strips for this thing are
and it comes
so
out, and you can
expensive.
see that one
so
side is
expensive.
horizontal and one's vertical. The one up here that's straight is the one that gets the blood in it. Just stick this part into the ketone meter right there.
Ketone meter.
You'll see it's on. Now we're gonna stab you. You cock it. That's how you cock it.
I'm not gonna lie. One thing that is like a quality finger prick. Utensil. Oh, that stutter though. It is a decent utensil. I kind of just like the cheap Walmart ones better. The ones that come with like a standard glucose kit. They're just disposable. You don't have to set them up. You don't have to cock them. You don't have to prime them. You literally just pull the plug and do that. Rom! Oh my God, we have a Rom sighting. We have a Rom sighting. Distracted watching Dr. Barry's farm channel about the screw worms. That does sound like a really good watch. Mr. Rom, how the hell are you? How is life? Tell us all about it. We miss you. Hope all is well.
It doesn't hurt as bad. It doesn't.
Hope the weight loss is going well.
Yeah. You can feel it. Now some blood will come out. You don't need much. Now
you gotta wipe that. You gotta wipe that, then get the blood.
It'll suck up into that little strip, and then there's the countdown.
Yeah, the condo is weird. I'll be in and out. Wife wants me to put up a new bed frame, and I am extremely busy. Fair enough, brother. Lurking is love. Lurking is love.
Holy smoke.
4.3.
Ketones 4.3 this morning.
Damn, dude.
That's crazy.
That's high. That's real high.
That's
Butter
high.
Bob.
High
Yes, indeed, Rob. Yes, indeed. I was on, I did Butter Bob's stream. I was on a live stream with Butter Bob on his channel probably 2 weeks ago. I want to say 2 weeks ago. Super fun time. Super fun time. I love Butter Bob. He's a great dude. Super, super nice guy. Very informational. Awesome guy. Awesome guy. So happy he's back making content
smearing our
again.
blood, we're going to rip this one open.
Buttered
It's harder
Bob.
to do when
yeah, once you got your finger pricked, you're trying to open the second one. He's using the Dr. Box method. I need to do that as well. Yeah, Dr. Box, that calculation she has, I really need to use that.
You're ready to go in there, but I forgot to do it since I'm filming all this.
Makes sense of this one. It's called the Keto Mojo. The first one, it does glucose and it does ketones, but it doesn't do it in one test strip. So you got to use 2 separate test strips for each one. I was hoping it would do both in one shot. Apparently it does not. I just got one last night. I'm going to have some videos out on it over the weekend. But yep, that was his ketones at 4.3, I believe it was. And now he's doing glucose.
And we'll stick this round one in there.
Ketones. That was his ketones. 4.3 was ketones.
Sugar.
Yeah, that was ketones. Fucking crazy, right?
All right.
Crazy.
We're going to suck up a little blood in here.
Yeah, no, he's doing really good. Really, really good. Mine were terrible. I got mine last night. I got a Keto Mojo. It got delivered last night, and I ran a quick test. Mine were terrible. Absolutely terrible. And I was fasting. Very, very puzzling stuff. So I am very interested to do some more testing. Oh, he is, dude. He's a firecracker. He's an absolute firecracker. He had so much energy when we were bullshitting on his stream, dude. It was so much fun. So much fun.
You can, I don't know if it'll show up on camera, but you can actually see it suck up into that little groove right there on the top.
83.
Blood sugar's 83.
Big numbers. Big numbers.
All right.
That's pretty cool, man.
Just take it out. I'll clean all this stuff up here.
Those are amazing numbers. Amazing numbers.
I got to remember to look over on that side.
83. I was an 87 today. I hit an 87 today. I was super happy with that. Not happy with my ketones though. Again, maybe I was using the device wrong. I don't know if I set it up properly or everything else. I ran a test last night. In the middle of a fast, my ketones were literally 0.4 last night. That's not good. That's not good. There were 0.5 is fine and lower than 100. Yeah. As long as you're under 100 milligram a deciliter on your glucose, you're gravy. You're good. My ketones were very low on my first test, 0.4.
Weird.
0.4 last night.
So I've got this little. I don't.
There's actually a lot of 0.4s going on today. Believe it or not.
On the phone. I should.
We'll check out probably about another 20 minutes. We'll check out the weigh-in for the day. Also, it's getting really toasty in here. I'm going to turn my fan on quick. Let me know if it's too loud after I turn it on.
83.
Oh, can you guys hear that fan really loud? When I was horribly diabetic and doing the entire thing unsupervised, I had blood sugar in the 40s and my family freaked out. I just said, right, but I'm fine. Why are we wigging out? Doesn't she want first thing in the morning, like when you weigh? Yeah, I think that is a large part of it. I think that's, he said in the beginning of this video, this is like 4 a.m. for him. So I'm assuming you definitely want to do early in the morning. I'm assuming first thing in the morning is definitely the way you want to do it. So that's probably what I'm going to do tomorrow. I am back on food now. I fasted for 48 hours this week. Went okay. Went good. It did not, I made it through. Everything was fantastic. It did not feel like a good fast though. Going back to exercising a lot this week. I've been dealing with a lot of inflammation, water retention. We talked about that on Wednesday, and I mean, the weigh-in's okay. The weigh-in's okay. We lost weight. Again, we'll look at that in about 20 minutes or so. I had no side effects, so I didn't go to the doctor. Turned out fine. Take it. We'll take it, brother. We'll take it. Also, fun side note, if no one was here in the beginning of the stream, little announcement, I have a secret video today. We have a secret video today. It is only going to be broadcast in stream for you guys, so we'll check that out a little bit later on. Super excited to share that with you. It's just a goofy one. It's a goofy one from the road trip today. You guys will like it, though. Also, just let me know if that fan is too loud.
That's the highest ketones I've ever had, I think.
If it's like blowing in the mic or anything.
I don't really know what I did to get
it. It is just nuclear hot and humid.
And that's a Dr. Bob's ratio of 19, and that's actually the lowest ratio I've ever had.
That's crazy.
In the Dr. Bob's ratio. Mine is usually, and I'll tell you because I've got a little chart here. Yesterday was 29, 21, 23, 20, 29, 25. That's my Dr. Bob's ratios. I've been keeping them pretty low, but I've been doing a little experiment, and what I've tried to do some of the things that Dr. Boss talks about.
She got the nurse mentality. She just wants to nurse.
Sardines, which I think are nasty.
I think my blood sugar dipped below 75 once on Carnivore. I was a little giddy about it. I bet, dude. I bet.
So the first day I did the sardines.
I'm trying to think. I think the best I did, Benny, or the best I've seen on a meter was probably about 82. I think 82 is my best so far, and I was super happy with that. But even today, 87, I am so content with that. It's not even
I didn't like them at all.
Super content with that.
So I did them though anyway, and I saw my morning glucose come down by 20 points the next day. I mean,
it has been a wild couple days in the content creation realm, guys. It's been crazy.
So
it's been absolutely crazy the last couple days.
I saw where other people say it's okay to do mackerel. So I've done mackerel, and it's better, yeah. So I found that either mackerel or sardines can lower your blood sugar the next morning. Your fasting blood sugar, I mean, it just lowers it. It lowered mine from the 90s to the 70s, and that was amazing to me. I've also tried to experiment to see, okay, do I need the fish? Well, maybe not.
Do I need the fish?
As you see this morning, my glucose is in the 80s, which is good, by the way. It's not terrible. 70s is better, probably. But yeah, it's because I ate hamburger yesterday. I ate hamburger. Just raise it up just a little bit, not much, just a smidge. But the ketones are very high this morning. I don't know why, but they are. So I just do stuff like that. The walking helps, guys. It
I
sucks
just
some
ate
of that
mackerel, all
sugar out
these
of your
oil fish
liver,
give me the burpees,
gets the
dude. I
sugar
bet.
out.
I'm
Ketones
excited. Like
help.
I'm kind of excited to go back and eat some fish, but at the same time, if you saw my video this morning, I talked about it. I am considering extending lion again. I am actually considering extending lion diet again because it's working really well. It's working really well. I mean, we're just a little over 3 weeks into lion this time. We're down over 20 pounds. It's working
The
wonders this
ketones
time. Working really, really
rise
good.
up and they help you. So, no, this is going to be one of those off, crazy, speculative type things, and people can turn it off if they want to. But
I want to find five.
I made a little
What is
note last
five?
night before I went to bed because I knew I wouldn't have time to this
Find
morning
fish.
because people have been asking
Fish
me
I
stuff.
like.
Okay,
Yeah, I know. We just gotta keep
a-
trying different ones. You like salmon though. You're a big salmon fan. I make some mean salmon that you like. I had to dig it up, but ketosis and blood sugar are strange numbers. I wonder if there's a video on the Drenic ET all study. They had fat guys in ketosis, then gave them insulin, dropped blood sugar to 9 milligrams a deciliter. Jesus, dude, that's crazy. That's like risking death that low. They're conscious and fine, dude. That's crazy. That is absolutely nuts with the blood sugar that low.
Yeah,
It's interesting. We'll have to look into that. We'll
comment
see if
on
we
the
can find
channel,
some videos on that here in a little bit.
on the last video.
Incredibly unethical.
Wow, they're
very
all
much
over the
so.
place.
Very much
They're
so.
all over the place.
Let's push these people to the
I've been
absolute
too mad.
limit.
I'm back to old
Canned
mad.
salmon? Canned salmon might be all right.
I've cut back. I've eaten my old mad to half of what it was. You talked about high protein for elderly people. That's true. I still believe all that stuff. But folks, I was reading all the literature about protein for people who are just.
I've never got you to like cod. You don't really like catfish. You don't really like halibut.
My research has progressed.
No, Bucky, the weigh-in, as soon as we finish this Butter Bob video, we'll finish this Butter Bob video, then we'll do the weigh-in. Weigh-in will be live on YouTube at 5 p.m. is the new time. That'll be out at 5 p.m. However, even though we do the sneak peek on stream, the weigh-in is already live on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and actually just those three. Just those three. I started putting it out a lot earlier in the day on those. I'm getting a lot better at my Instagram, like algorithm and stuff has been improving. Don't buy canned salmon. It tastes just like tuna. The canning process ruins it. Interesting. Yeah, I love salmon. I love salmon. I wish wild caught was so much cheaper, but it's just not. It's not. I'm fine with the farm stuff for now. It kind of just is what it is. The wild caught's just too expensive. I bought wild caught salmon a couple weeks ago. It was like $26 a pound. Like, what the literal is that? What in the is that? Absolutely nuts. But we will review the weigh-in right after this video, Bucky Bob. Also, we have a special secret video that I'm only premiering in stream today. That'll be a little later on. It will not be getting posted anywhere else. This is kind of a funny little blooper from a road trip today. You guys will like it, though. We'll do that probably an hour or so, somewhere around there. Of course, there could be better canned options than chicken of the sea. Yeah, dude, chicken of the sea is... There's nothing I like more in my chicken than it being in a watery can. Ugh.
If you get yourself in ketosis, your ketosis itself, high ketosis, does not. It tells the body not to eat protein, not to use the proteins of your body. It spares those proteins. And I found this to be true because
Instagram is taking
Bren Pro scales.
It's taking up a lot of my time right now after yesterday's video. We had a video on Instagram
February,
megaton
1st of March
yesterday.
And my protein's not like my body's lean mass has went up.
The one I did of I don't know if you guys saw it on YouTube. The one I did of standing in front of Burger King and Dunkin' and KFC and shit, going, "You want to look like me? Eat here." That video went absolutely megaton on Instagram. It's still getting blown up with comments. The protein sparing thing seems true from my personal experience. I don't know though. Yeah, I'm kind of up in the
My
air on that one
body's
myself.
skeletal muscle has went up very slightly. My lean mass went up. All the things that my protein has went up. So this diet, being in ketosis, I'm not going to lose my protein, so I can afford to eat less.
Yep.
I just didn't understand that process. I didn't have any of these things when I started out years ago. I didn't understand it. I do now.
How many views on the Instagrams on that video, Bucky? Last I looked, it's approaching 200,000. Almost 200,000 views on Instagram on that video. The video's got thousands upon thousands. I literally, every time I open my phone, I have like over 100 comments to answer, like every hour. On the hour, I check it every hour, and it's like over 100 comments every time I check to respond to. Yeah, dude, I went from like 9,400 followers on Instagram to almost 12,000 in that video. Insane. That video went absolutely megaton. I'm so surprised it didn't on YouTube and TikTok and anywhere else. Instagram, it blew up though. That's all my YouTube combined on. I know, dude. I know. Instagram is just, I don't know, man. Instagram is my place. Instagram is my new main, dude. It's just, everything works there.
Folks, if you're stuck.
That's how I get connected with everyone, too. That's how I found Butter Bob. That's how I found Christy at Meeting Wellness. That's how I got invited to Meat Stock. It's all Instagram. Fantastic place. And the funny thing is Instagram was my worst one forever. Forever, dude. It took like the first 3 months, I had like 2 views on Instagram in like months. Then all of a sudden, it just happened there. It's nuts. Ron, it's so good to have you here again and not locking down Kick. Dude, I am telling you guys, it's literally this close. It's this close. Kick should have, kept notifying me and it stopped. Yeah, I'm not sure why. I double-checked all the notifications when you told me that, and they're all set up right. I'm this close to just stopping streaming on Twitch and Kick. We have had 1 organic viewer, actual viewer on Twitch in the last 3 months. And once I told him I was on YouTube, he just came over to YouTube anyway. And I think I've had maybe 2 people on Kick, one of which also came over to YouTube anyway. So I'm this close to just not multi-streaming anymore. I'm thinking I'm just going to stick to YouTube. That's the one that's working. Maybe down the road we'll go back to triple streaming, but it's just, I think I can run a lot more high-quality stream if I just do YouTube as well. My main thing on Kick was Kino Casino, and they don't even pop up now, so I don't even see them. Yeah, dude, I don't know what Kick's deal is. I really don't know what Kick's deal is. It's been really strange lately. For me, it's all bots. It's all bots. Although I will say they have cut down on the bots. I haven't even been really getting the bots too much. Bro, look at the loose skin on the arm. Oh, it's so gross.
I mean, you're stuck.
The loose skin is beginning.
You're not going to change and experiment. You're just going to keep in your old ways, no matter what, whether it works or not, just to keep pure. You're not
God, I'm almost out of water.
Be a successful.
Almost out of water.
No, you're just not. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do whatever it takes for success for this. I'm going to do it. I'm not going to spare it. I don't care. I've been honest about every single thing I've done. Told y'all that I've changed or I've rethought something, and I have. I found this thing to test. It's been a glorious, wonderful.
I'm happy it's working for him so well. I'm very excited to start using mine and hopefully dial my stuff in a lot more. I really am.
You're supposed to get up and test without, eating, drinking. Just get up and get it done.
Yep. So he's kind of confirming that right there, Benny. You're supposed to do it first.
I don't want to go through all that stuff. Barb, just test in the morning. If you're or any of you that test, you're going to find your numbers may be high or low. Trying to get that Dr. Boz number. That's when you divide your glucose by your ketones down as much as possible into the 80s if you can. Mine was 19 this morning.
Crazy
more
number.
Than likely. I've been working on this since May the 10th.
If you go look at Dr. Boz's calculation, 19 is a crazy number. That's like where you want to be.
Somewhere in the mid 20s. And when I first started, getting really seriously hard on, I was in the mid to high 30s. So, but I don't think you have to get that low.
I'm pointing 3 fingers at myself. We need to work on stretching out our fascia and shrinking our bat wings. Agreed.
Some of us, me included,
Absolutely
want to
agreed.
be in autophagy, and autophagy, according to her, and I do believe it, is below 40.
I'm trying to get more and more
40
bicep stuff in because I got to start working on. I mean, I got some decent muscle in there. I got some solid muscle in there, but not enough to fill out that skin that's going to be there.
You know, I don't know if it's going to work on somebody that's 62 years old like me. But yeah, I would like to not have it, you know, have the body absorb it, and also clean the things up, especially up here in my brain. You know, I've noticed that my memory is getting a little better. You know, not greatly better.
No,
but I want to. You know, I've got some issues with one of my legs. You know,
I've noticed minimal things too. As much as like everyone preaches all this mega healing, again, we talked about this last time. I've yet to really see that. I've seen clearing up of skin conditions. I've seen brain fog reduced. I've seen inflammation reduced, but a lot of my major issues are still there and not improving. But I'm holding out hope. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Some issues that's come down through the year that they're clearing up very well, and you know, they're not healed, but they're clearing up. So, yeah, since I started this process, excuse me. Since I started this process May the 10th of doing the ketones, of doing the Dr. Boz thing, I've lost.
We still really fat, Bill. Yeah, true. I've come down a lot this year, though. This has been a good year. This has been a really good year so far. 6 months in, I'm on target. I'm on target right now. If I can keep the same pace I'm on right now for the rest of the year, I'm on target to be down another 140 this year if we can keep going. But it's all that creatine and autophagy helping them. Yeah. Tend to be and we talked about that pretty deep on Wednesday's stream, Rom. Is like, that's the biggest thing. I do hold out hope that there is going to be healing for me in the long run. But that being said, got a lot of weight to lose first. That's everything my body is working on. My body is just trying to get back to a state where it probably can work on healing me. All right, guys, give me 2 seconds. I'm going to take a break. I got to go refill my water, use the bathroom quick. I'll throw some jams on. As soon as I come back, we will... Actually, let's just finish this before I go. We'll finish this before I go. There's like 30 seconds left.
No.
But I'm going to grab some water. I'm going to use the bathroom quick. As soon as I come back, we will do the weigh-in sneak peek. But yep, Rom, you are absolutely right.
Right at a month,
over capacity to begin with. Oh yeah, it's still like I'm carrying 160 pounds worth of weights in my pockets at all times on these knees. So got to get that taken care of first. Hips are starting to go too. My hips are starting to hurt now too. It sucks, but got to keep pushing. It's all we can do.
A month. No, a little less than a month. Yeah. So we're doing good. So folks, I'm going to let you go, and it's a rambling thing. I did it mostly to show Barbara how to do it and how to do it well. Goodbye.
All right, so that was Butter Bob. Oh, we were going to stop that before it plays a copyright Hollywood movie. All right, let me use the bathroom quick, grab a drink. I will be right back, and we'll do the weigh-in sneak peek. I'll be just a couple minutes. We're playing copyright today. I don't give a damn.
running this way. I'm a dreamer that by light of day. Gonna hold up half the sky and say, only I own it. And I feel my heart beating. I feel my heart underneath my skin. Oh, I can feel my heart beating. 'Cause you make me feel like I'm alive again. Alive again. Oh, you make me feel like I'm alive again. Turn your magic on, and then she'd say, everything you want's a dream away. Under this pressure, under this weight, we are diamonds taking shape. We are diamonds taking shape. If we've only got this life, this adventure, oh, that and if we've only got this life, you get me through. If we've only got this life and this adventure, oh, that I wanna share it with you, with you. See you, see you. I used to rule the world. Seas would rise when I gave the word. Now in the morning I sleep alone. Sweep the streets I used to own. I used to roll the dice, feel the fear in my enemy's eyes. Listen as the crowd would sing. Now the old king is dead, long live the king. One minute I held the key. Next the walls were closed on me, and I discovered that my castle stand upon pillars of salt and pillars of sand. I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing, Roman cavalry choirs are singing. Be my mirror, my sword and shield, my missionaries in a foreign field. For some reason I can't explain, once you've gone it was never, never an honest word. And that was when I ruled the world. It was the wicked and wild wind, blew down the doors to let me in. Shattered windows and the sound of drums. People couldn't believe what I'd become. Revolutionaries wait for my head on a silver plate, just a puppet on a lonely string. Oh, who would ever wanna be king? I hear Jerusalem bells are ringing. was when I ruled the world. Cause you're a sky full of stars. I'm gonna give you my heart. Cause you're a sky full of stars. Cause you light up the park. I don't care, go on and tear me apart. I don't care if you do. 'Cause in the sky full of stars, I think I saw you.
Good heavens! Good heavens!
'Cause you're a sky.
Forgive me, that took a moment longer than I thought there. Am I the only nut following the bricks and minifig scandal? No, sir. No, sir. I've been keeping up with the bricks and minifig stuff for quite a while. Quite a while indeed. All right, here we go. We're going to ban a Twitch bot real quick. All right. Let us preview the weekly weigh-in. Here we go. Going live.
It's bright and early Friday morning, and that means it's time to step on the scale for you guys again. I'm very curious where this week is going to end up. I've been exercising a lot more this week. I finally got back into my gym rhythm, and due to that, I have had a lot more inflammation and what seems like some water retention. Let's see what happens. Powering on.
I really enjoy that CoffeeZilla got involved. Hopefully he can shed a lot more light on this thing and bring a lot more attention to it because he's big time. CoffeeZilla is big time.
The XL 700.
Hello.
Scale, I'm back for more.
It's ready.
We were 409.6 last Friday. Let's see where we ended up.
409.2 pounds.
I am going to take that
Stall!
all day. That's technically
Still
a
lost,
stall.
but we stalled.
That's only 0.4 down for the last week. But again, I've had a lot of water
It's been a rough
retention,
week,
a lot
though.
of inflammation from adding a lot of exercise back in. And it's kind of the rhythm we've been in for the last couple of months here. Goodbye, Scale. Thank you for your service, and we'll check in next week. It's kind of the rhythm we've been in for the last couple months here, as I have 3 weeks of very, very solid weight loss, which over the past 3 weeks we were down over 20 pounds. And then, for whatever reason, we just
Not
have a
bad, though.
week every month where things kind of slow down, stall out. I think my body's just kind of recollecting itself, figuring out what's going on, and reassessing the situation. I'm super happy with that. 0.4 pounds might not sound like much, but to me, a scale going down is a scale going down. We keep pressing forward. Love you guys. We'll check in soon.
So there we go. Not a fantastic week. We did lose weight. We absolutely did lose weight. Yeah, it's just a slowdown. It's just a slowdown. We should be right back on track next week. I mean, like the last 3 months have been the same. Think about my last 3 months. The last 3 months in a row has been 3 weeks of insane progress and then a weekly just slowdown. So I'm not mad about it. We still got down 0.4. It's almost half a pound this week. That's still fantastic. I am content with that. And I digress. We carry on. We keep pushing forward. That's all we can do. That's all we can do. All right, let's see what Carrie's got going on. There's more on that. You're not metabolically flexible if you crash without coffee. Very interesting.
A lot of people think metabolic flexibility is functioning on low carb, fasting, caffeine, and stress. But if you completely crash without coffee, that is not metabolic flexibility, that is dependency. Many people, women especially, are running primarily on cortisol and adrenaline all day long. If you need caffeine,
Me and her have very similar hair. Very similar hair. Our hair is very similar. Very similar. We both got those luscious curls. We got the luscious
or
curls.
coffee to make you feel motivated, energized, to go throughout the day feeling somewhat positive, this is not a healthy place to be. Unfortunately, I think a lot of
dependent on
people
coffee?
are
Yes,
kind
babe.
of sweeping
Yes,
this
you
under
are.
the rug,
Yes, you are.
holding on to their caffeine, holding on to their
But
nicotine
you don't
patches,
have to be,
or
is
even
the beautiful
holding
thing.
on to their exercise,
have to be.
because that's the
Is she
only
preaching to
thing
you?
that gives them
I think
energy.
she is.
Why is this? It's because it triggers adrenaline, and that adrenaline gives you a rush of energy. The problem is that this is not sustainable. Needing stimulation just to feel normal is a red flag. You've probably heard me say before that true metabolic
You hear
flexibility
that,
feels
wifey?
calm and steady, not dramatic. It feels stable and consistent. Back when I was healing and metabolically inflexible, struggling to stay in that fat adapted place, I was very much in the sympathetic dominance. I required going for nature hikes to have any form of energy. That was my dopamine. That's the only time that I really felt I could think more clearly.
I'm listening.
I was surrounded by nature, so that was very comforting and calming for my nervous system, but I definitely overdid the steps. That was how I felt energized, and it's because it gave me that push of adrenaline. And as someone who took Adderall for over 13 years, I know what it feels like to
Been
run
there,
on
been there. I've
adrenaline.
had
I
some
know what it feels like
XR20s
to
in
run
my
in that
life.
sympathetic dominance. And it feels refreshing when you're dealing with chronic fatigue,
I've
but
been
it
there
is
with the
actually
Adderall. I've been
making
there.
the root of the
Never
problem
prescribed
worse.
it.
We need to pull back on that sympathetic dominance and adrenaline-like energy. That is actually going to blunt fat oxidation, and it can hold us back from really healing and becoming metabolically flexible. Again, metabolic flexibility should feel really stable and calm and consistent. You're not going to have explosive energy the same way as taking Adderall or running on adrenaline. But what you will have is really good productivity. You'll be able to multitask. You're not going to be burning out. You're going to have a stable mood, and you'll have more capacity to do more things and be more productive without burning out. But it also involves adequate rest. It involves a
Rest
really
is
good night's
huge.
sleep.
Rest
It
is
involves
huge.
times where you sit down and do nothing.
I think I've been struggling with rest lately. I've been having trouble falling asleep again, staying asleep. I got to figure it out. It's not food. I'm still making sure I stop eating minimum 2 to 3 hours before bed. I shoot for 4 every day, but it's kind of hard to do. Minimum 2 or 3. And that's been helping. It's been helping, but I'm still running into stuff. I have had a couple medication changes here over the last 2 weeks. That could be affecting things. So I'm going to have to look into that as well.
That is a healthy balance. So a lot of people mistake survival physiology for healing because the body can compensate for a long, long time before it finally crashes. Real healing usually feels less extreme. And I will tell you, this is so true. During my healing journey, things got a lot more boring. It was consistency, day in, day out, no extremes, no chasing extremes. It was just giving it that time and consistency. That is what allowed my adrenals to heal. Giving it the proper foundation and removing the interference, that time and consistency. So real healing should not feel as extreme. And I want to make this video to warn you because I see it all the time. I see so many women who are going zero carb. They are pushing their training and exercise They're doing extended fasts and it never ends well. They always hit a wall because it's not a sustainable approach. If it's something that you're doing
I
from
don't
a
know.
place of
I think
already being
fasting
hormonally
still
stable,
is a very strong way
you're
to
already
go.
sleeping through the night and you want to do an extended fast, go for it. But if you're already struggling, this is not the approach. This is going deeper into the issue, which is a body that is not supported at a systems level. So if your body only functions under stimulation, that is not metabolic freedom. That is stress adaptation. If you want to learn how to become metabolically flexible and support your body at a systems level, join my group and we are walking through it step by step. I would love to have you there.
I gotta get into her group. I really do. Really, really do.
Ground beef
Oh,
just
all right,
hit
we'll check this out.
$6.89 a pound, the
Check out
highest
Bella's
price
video.
ever
We're gonna watch Bella's video, and then we will do the super secret sneaky video for the day. We'll throw it in
recorded since
after
the
this
government
one.
started tracking it in 1984. And this week, it's about to get worse. Because just a few days ago, something crossed the US border into Texas that has not been seen in this country in 60 years. And if it
Oh,
spreads,
love
we
that.
are looking at a full-blown agricultural emergency that could make the beef prices we're paying right now look cheap. I'm not being dramatic. Texas just declared a state of emergency. The USDA launched an
Oh,
immediate
shit.
ground response, and the cattlemen are calling it the worst
She's
threat
saying
to
like
the
Max
US beef
German to get
supply
your
in a
battery charged
generation.
before
And
you
here's
fast.
what's making
Yeah,
this
I
even
think I think that's a screw up I had. Super secret sneaky secret video. Yeah, you've already seen it though. You've already seen it though. It's not a secret for you. You know what's coming. Yeah. But I think that was my problem with the fast I just did for 48 hours. I did not load up good. Usually I load up really, really good. Usually I have like minimum a 2,000 calorie OMAD, like right before I go into a fast to make sure I'm topped off, I'm energized, I'm going good. And well, I didn't really do that before this 48, and that's probably why I didn't lose any weight on it. I lost almost no weight during this fast, but I digress. It is what it is. It is what it is. I got to make sure I'm getting a lot more intake before I do these fasts. I really got to remember that going into them, especially because we're going to do a big one coming up. We're going to be doing a 120-hour fast attempt. I don't know when yet. Probably 2 weeks. Probably about 2 weeks out, and we'll do it again.
harder
But
to
we'll see what
swallow.
happens.
Texas Agriculture Commissioner Sid Miller said it publicly and without apology this week. The USDA saw this coming, had months to act, and moved too slowly. And here's his exact words. Instead of using every available tool, USDA moved too slowly and relied solely on a partial solution that takes
Oh, shocking.
years
The
to fully
USDA
implement. It's
fucking
called
dropped the
the
ball?
New World
Shocker!
Screw Worm.
Shocker!
And yes, it is exactly as horrifying as this sounds. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to understand exactly what this is, why it matters directly to every single person who eats meat, and what you can do right now to protect your grocery budget before prices climb even higher. But before we get started, with beef prices at an all-time high and
Time to
American
eat lamb
ranchers
for a
facing
while.
what might be the biggest threat to the industry in a generation, I made a decision to put my money where my mouth is. So I'm bringing in local sprout-fed beef directly from McCafferty Farms in Montana, and we're going to all cook it together in celebration of America's 250th birthday this
Yeah.
July 4th in Bozeman, Montana. The highest quality tomahawk ribeyes, cuts that Michelin star restaurants literally beg for. Me, Dr. Chafee, Dr. Kiltz, Charlene Anderson, Rancher Maggie, and hundreds of people who actually believe in this food and
Dude, Rancher Maggie is one of the coolest stories. You and Josh, I don't know if Josh is going to do it with me again. Me and Josh, we're talking about doing an egg fast together. We were talking about potentially doing an egg fast. I don't know if we're going to do that. I talked to him yesterday. I'm not 100%. I'm not 100% if we're going to do the big fast together. I'll reach out to him on it, but we'll see what happens. We'll definitely see what happens. You should be safe because of your winters. Us Texans may be screwed. Yeah, it doesn't sound good for Texas. Doesn't sound good for Texas right now. What was I just doing? Give me 1 sec. I got to transfer one file here. Quick copy and paste. We'll see what happens. I mean, also, we can go the local route. We have a very good local farm that has really good beef supply and stuff. They're just really expensive is the problem. They're very, very expensive. But, I mean, if the standard beef prices are going to go just as high as theirs are, then, I mean, what's the point? Might as well get the local grass-fed, grass-finished stuff. Paste. All right, that is
the
pasting. We
ranchers
are
who produce
good.
it. Now, the most powerful thing we can do is show up and support the people on the ground. So I am proud to help and represent ranchers doing the right thing on the most American day of the
Is this
year.
an ad?
Tickets are at sbg.events. Early bird pricing ends in 5 days and they will sell out. And ironically, even Joel McCafferty, the Montana rancher making all of this possible. may
Oh
not
my
be
God, our
saved from
local,
what I'm
the
about-
local beef we have access to is so good. It's so good. It's just, although I want to call it expensive, all the other stores around are starting to be just as expensive. It's
To
almost
show
worth
you.
spending the extra $2-3 a pound on it.
Okay, so let me explain what this thing actually is. Because once you understand it, you'll understand why the entire cattle industry is freaking out right now. The New World screwworm is a type of blowfly, but not a regular blowfly that lays eggs in dead animals. This one lays its eggs in the living flesh of warm-blooded animals, and the wounds don't have to
botfly.
be big. A cut as small as a tick bite is enough to attract a female fly to lay her eggs. One female can lay 200 to 300 eggs at a time and up to
Gross.
3,000 eggs over her lifespan. Those eggs
Gross.
hatch into larvae. They literally screw themselves into the flesh of a living animal, feeding on the tissue, causing infections, and eventually death. And just last week on June 3rd, 2026, the USDA confirmed the first case of New World screwworm in U.S. livestock in 6 decades. A 3-week-old calf in Zavala County, South Texas, was
Fantastic.
found with screwworm larvae in its umbilical area. A second case was confirmed just days later. And Texas Governor Greg Abbott expanded the state's disaster declaration. To really understand why the USDA activated an emergency response within hours of that single calf testing positive, you need to understand what this parasite did to this country the last time it was here. Because this isn't a new story.
I really want to do a parasite cleanse myself. I think it's something I really, really want to take some time and invest into. I think it may be able to help some things with the Lyme. Not 100% though. Not 100%. I got to figure out what I want to do about it. I kind of just want to take some ivermectin, but getting my hands on ivermectin sounds difficult, to put it lightly.
This is a nightmare we already lived through, and we spent decades and hundreds of millions of dollars making sure we never have to live through it again. The New World screwworm has been documented in the United States since at least 1842, but it wasn't until the 1930s that it became a full-blown agricultural catastrophe. In 1957, the first significant infestation hit Florida, and the economic strain set in immediately. Ranchers faced skyrocketing veterinary bills, dying animals, and lost production seemingly overnight. By the mid-20th century, infestations were causing annual livestock losses exceeding $200 million in the United States alone. And here's what daily life looked
200 mil in the 60s? Dude, imagine what that is
like
today.
for a cattle rancher
Account
back
for
then.
inflation, see what
Every
that is today.
livestock
That's some
producer had
money,
to
dude.
physically
That is
check
some
every
money.
single animal for infested wounds
Big
at least twice per
money.
week. And on large ranches where cattle roamed vast open land and weren't seen routinely, that was nearly impossible. One rancher described it this way: when the screwworm was prevalent, we had to ride almost every day to look for any open
So what you
wounds
see in the
in
toilet is,
cattle,
yeah, it's not even
especially
that,
when it
Benny.
was
It's not
the
even
hotter
that.
part
I'm
of the
just kind
season when the
of
flies were
curious
more
with
active.
curious with everything going on with the Lyme disease that I'm dealing with. If it'll just help in any way, you know what I mean? I'm kind of just experimental on that one. I don't really have any grounds for it. I don't have any research really backing it up. I'm just curious on it. It just kind of, it clicks in my brain and it kind of just sounds right.
This
you know what
was
I
the reality of ranching in America for decades. During this period, the screwworm spread as far north as South Dakota. It wasn't staying in Texas. It wasn't staying in the South. It went wherever cattle trucks went. So the U.S.
Oh.
government made a decision. They were going to science
That's
their
not a
way
cattle
out
truck,
of
that's
this.
an Isuzu box
Entomologist
truck.
Edward Nippling and
Isuzu.
Raymond Bushland began developing what became known as the sterile insect technique at a USDA research station in Menard, Texas. Nippling had observed something remarkable about the screwworm fly in 1937. He noticed that male screwworms were extremely sexually aggressive, and critically, the female almost never mates more than once in her lifetime. That was the key. If you could flood an area with sterile males, females would mate with them, produce no offspring, and the population would collapse. In 1954,
That's not what you're
USDA
looking for.
scientists
That's
tested
definitely
this
not what you're
theory
looking
on
for.
the Caribbean island of Curacao, and using aircraft to disperse sterile flies, they completely eradicated the New World screwworm from the island in approximately 6 months. The strategy
Not
was
bad.
real.
It's a good
FDA
turnaround.
sterile males were transported in planes equipped with automated release systems that dispersed the flies over targeted areas, with releases occurring weekly or bi-weekly to maintain a steady
Fighting
presence
flies
of
with
sterile males that
flies.
would
Ugh.
outcompete wild males for mates. Texas was declared
It's cool.
free
It's
of
cool.
New World
It's a very
screwworm in
interesting way to do
1964,
it,
and
but
the
man,
entire
I don't
United
want to be one
States
of
was
the people
declared
working that
free in
operation.
1966. U.S. cases had fallen to fewer than 1/3 100,000, a 99% reduction. But here's the part most people don't know. The US didn't just stop there. Over the next 4 decades, the United States spent hundreds of millions of dollars continuing to push the screwworm further and further south, through Mexico, through Central America, until by 2004, it had been eradicated all the way past the Panama Canal. The US then built and funded a sterile fly production facility in Panama specifically to maintain a biological barrier at the narrowest point of land in the Western Hemisphere. The idea was simple: keep it contained at the Darien Gap, thousands of miles from American cattle. Eliminating screwworms from the United States saves farmers and ranchers nearly $900 million in lost livestock every single year. That's what was at stake. That's what we protected for 60 years. And then, in 2023, the barrier broke. By the end of 2024, every single Central American nation had confirmed cases. By late 2025, it was in northern Mexico, 70 miles from the US border.
Mexico.
And on June 3rd, 2026, it was in a 3-week-old calf in South
Well,
Texas.
that's not
Agriculture
ideal.
Secretary Brooke Rollins said it plainly. The last time this devastating pest invaded America, it took 30 years for our cattle industry to recover. This cannot happen again. Now you
Then get on
understand why.
top
Now
of
here's why
it.
I need you to actually pay attention to this, because this affects every single person in this country who buys beef, and especially everyone in this community who's on a carnivore diet. The US cattle herd right now is the smallest it's been in 75 years. We have fewer cattle in this country right
Interesting.
now than at any point since 1951. And that's because of years of drought that forced ranchers to sell off their breeding cows, high feed costs, and supply chain issues that made rebuilding the herd painfully slow. And here's what a livestock economist at Oklahoma State University told CBS Money Watch this week. We're going to be in a tight supply situation, in an elevated price situation for the next 2 to 3 years, probably through the rest of the decade. The rest of the decade.
The beef wars have begun, boys. The beef wars have begun. Once again, we sent my war rig to Cattletown.
This is not a blip, and this is not a temporary spike. Ranchers right now are facing a choice between keeping their young heifers for breeding or selling them at record high prices for immediate profit.
Guess I'm going
And
back
so
to
far,
eating oatmeal. Nah, baby, nah. We just start grabbing lamb. We go back to lamb. I go out in the woods and start picking off some venison. What are they going to do? Stop me? Shit, I ain't got to go in the woods to get some venison. I want some venison, and meat prices are that high. I will literally go put a salt lick in my backyard and sit out there with a 30-30 and wait for some venison to show up. Can we get some cows for the backyard? Our backyard can probably sustain a cow. A single cow.
them are taking the check. There's not a lot of incentive to rapidly
Our
rebuild
backyard
the
could
herd,
contain
one
a
Utah rancher
single
told
unit.
NPR, which means the animals that should be rebuilding America's beef supply are instead being sold off, making the hole even deeper. The Federal Reserve Bank of Dallas published an analysis this week projecting that even without a full outbreak, the USDA expects steer prices to rise a further 7.7% in 2026 alone. If the screwworm spreads, prices will go even higher, and the downstream effects are already showing up. Tyson Foods
again, we
just
send off
announced
my
the
war
closure
rig
of
to
its
collect
major
beef
beef
from
processing facility
Cattletown.
in Lexington, Nebraska, citing an acute shortage of cattle
Lamb
and rising
from the
procurement
lamb
costs,
menagerie.
and projecting an operating loss in its beef segment of between $400 to $600 million this fiscal
Nice
year.
chunk of
When
change.
Tyson is closing plants and projecting $500 million in losses, that is not a supply chain hiccup.
I don't even know Tyson had beef game. I thought they were just chicken. I thought Tyson was just running the chicken game these days. I had no idea that Tyson had beef. You got beef, Tyson? You got beef? We could have beef. We have beef if you are Tyson. We had beef if you are
That,
Tyson.
guys, is a real crisis. And here's the cruel irony that the Dallas Fed pointed out. In the short term, some ranchers may actually liquidate their herds to get their animals away from the screwworm threat, which could briefly flood the market and drop prices. But that's a trap, because every animal sold now is one less animal available to rebuild the herd later. Meaning the short-term relief sets up an even worse long-term shortage. The ground beef we're
What's
buying
going on? This is a horrifying video we're watching right now. Absolutely horrifying video about the screwworms they're starting to find in Texas. Not sounding like a good situation with beef prices here coming up. We all might be eating lamb and venison here before too long if this continues on. But how's your week going? Hope everything
Day
is
at
well.
$6.89
Hope
a
you're happy,
pound may
healthy, and
genuinely be the
well-fed.
cheapest it's going to be for the rest of this decade. And this is not me being dramatic. This is me giving you a heads up about what the economists are saying. Now, if you're carnivore, this
It's not
hits
good,
differently.
man. It's not good. Beef prices are already getting so scary right now. We did our shop last week, and man, we did good. We set out with a budget on our last big grocery shop, and we managed to stay within our budget. Everything looked really good. But I will tell you what, we stayed within our budget. We got everything we wanted to get, but our freezer was not as full as it generally is. And that was even grabbing as much as we could find. Are still doing Lion? I am. Today is day 23. It's going very, very well. In the 23 days, I am down 20.5 pounds currently. I am almost losing a pound a day, although I did really stall out over the last week here. Not really a stall. We kind of had a slowdown. We had a bit of a slowdown. I only lost from my weekly weigh-in for the last week. I am only down just around half a pound this week. But overall, things are going really, really good. My inflammation's definitely come down. I'm feeling good. Yeah, close to a pound a day. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. The numbers are nuts. It's been a really good week, though. It's been a really, really fantastic week. I had a nice little mini road trip this morning with the wife and a real good friend of mine. It's just awesome. Contagious. I love the enthusiasm. Well, thank you. I try to be. I try to bring some energy and positivity to the situation because you know what? At the end of the day, it doesn't matter what's going on. If you can infect some contagious positivity, it's never going to hurt the situation. Dude, I gotta keep blowing my camera up. My curls. Can we talk about my curls today? Look at those curls today. You see that? Dude, this is majestic. We have multiple Christies. We actually have two Christies at the same time right now. Christie Inception, if you will. Christie squared.
Because beef isn't just your preference; it's our main source.
But yeah, it's you got to try and stay positive, especially when we're fighting through things. I talk about this frequently, but I've always battled depression, anxiety, stuff like that, and I think the best way to fight any negativity or just bad stuff like that, or if you're struggling, whatever life is throwing at you, if you just come at it from a positive angle. Just try and make it a contagious thing. It really, really helps. It really, really helps. Jinx, Poke, you owe me a Coca-Cola. Actually, no, I don't drink Coca-Cola. Just water for me. Speaking of friends, hydrate. If you aren't drinking water today, make sure you're getting some water intake. It does the body good. Yep, no Coke for me either. I'll tell you what. For as big as I got, for how much I weighed at my maximum, the funny thing is, and I'm actually terrified to see where I would have ended up, I was never a soda drinker. Unless it had alcohol in it. If there was alcohol in it, little rum and Coke, Jack and Coke, Captain Coke, I would drink those. But I was never just an outright soda drinker. There's something about the carbonation in soda that just doesn't sit right with me. So that actually was very, very beneficial. Super, super beneficial because, I mean, at my biggest, I was 562 pounds. I was a big boy. Big boy. And that was without soda. Can you imagine if I was like an avid soda drinker of like full sugar soda? I probably would have been like 700 pounds. Drinking an iced Americano due to I just finished my last day of school on summer break. Best part of the year for us teachers. My iced Americano is a celebration. Well, you earned every single sip. You most certainly did. Congratulations on that. That has got to be an absolute load off your chest to have some downtime, relax. What are you going to do for the summer? Are you going to dive into content a bit harder or just get some relaxed time in, or what's your plan?
Nutrition. There's no backup plan like, oh, I'll just eat chicken or seafood and salad instead. But whether beef prices go up or down, whether supply chains are perfect or a mess.
It depends. If there's a mass sell-off, so if they start dumping cattle to get away from the screw rooms, you're going to see a big dive in beef prices. Things are going to look amazing. Price is going to come down. Everything's going to look good. And then there's going to be a dramatic spike, I think is probably what's going to happen. I mean, hopefully not. Hopefully USDA and all this stuff can get on top of this stuff. But again, that's putting faith in our government, which we don't talk government stuff here often. But I will not say I have faith in any of it at this point.
Yes, there are always certain things,
especially when it comes to things like
day
this.
if you're eating
Never seems to work out too
and
good.
One of those is something so basic that most people completely overlook it until something goes wrong.
Really,
Quick side note. When you're eating a low carb,
I'm missing caffeine. I'll tell you what, doing Lion, the only thing I ever miss when I do Lion diet stints is the caffeine. That's my big one. Giving it up is very, very hard every time I do it. But you realize after a few days that you can do without it. You can do without it. I still just think I function better with it. I mean, it's one of the first things I reintroduce every time I come offline is, ooh, where's my coffee? Where's my coffee? Heading to Vegas, and yes, diving into content. Big summer plan. I've got Chris Cooking Nashville, Dr. Chafee, Dr. Barry, Anita Kinnajagunum, and more on my channel live. Come hang out. Yes, absolutely. I'll try and be there for every single one of those. I'll try and be there for every single one of those. Are those like all Saturdays? Or are you kind of splitting them between your Tuesdays and Saturdays? Let me know, though. I try to be there for all of them. I have just been... Content has been absolutely crazy the last week. I have been in... Instagram has been doing some things the last couple days on my end. I have been very, very busy with Instagram the last couple days. And I feel bad. I know there's so many good carnivore streams. There's so many good carnivore streams. I wish I could be there and hang out in every single one. Every single one. But it's hard. It's hard. It's really hard. It is. There's only so much time in the day. It's like by the time I get done writing and shooting and filming and editing and getting my ideas down, then doing stuff around the house, then doing stuff with wifey and doing this and hanging out, it's like, whew, there's only so much time in the day. There's only so much time in the day. I try to hang out in as many streams as I possibly can. I had to work around their schedules, but it's my summer, so that works out. They're not at my regular time. CNN is the 19th and Chafee on the 20th. Okay. All right. Sounds good. You generally have, your streams are set though. So it's like upcoming. See, I don't do like the upcoming streams, the pre-planned ones. Since I stream out of OBS, there's really no way to set that up for like the upcoming preview for a stream. So the one thing I don't like about multi-streaming and OBS and all the stuff that I use on my end is it's kind of overcomplicated and it takes some of the simplicity factors away. But I will definitely try to be there. Definitely try to be there. Much respect to you and your career. Enjoy your summer break. Oh, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. You earned it. You absolutely earned it. You teachers do not get enough respect. You need all the downtime you can get in the summer, and I truly hope you enjoy it.
Eat meat and eat more meat. Our insulin stays low on a carnivore diet, and low insulin means that our...
Like I said, if beef prices skyrocket, I'm going to get nice and close here. We're just going to have a sneaky little chat here. We're just going to have a sneaky little chat here because this isn't legal. Don't blame me. It's not legal what I'm about to say. If beef prices skyrocket, I live in the middle of the woods. I'm going to grab a salt brick and put it in the middle of my backyard, and I'm going to harvest a couple Bambis and just eat pure venison from here out because beef is already bad. If it goes much higher, I don't know. I'll deny that in court, by the way.
Kidneys
if I ever have to go under questioning, I never
sodium,
said
potassium,
that.
and magnesium at a much faster rate than any
Hunting
other
season
diet.
is
So
still
if you're
5
dealing
months
with
away,
headaches, fatigue,
who's
muscle
gonna stop me,
weakness,
right?
cramping, before you blame the diet, before you blame stress, and before you blame anything else, check your electrolytes. This truly is the biggest game changer for anyone who's new. I've seen
You're saying,
people,
oh,
by the
just
way,
kidding. I was talking about Minecraft. I was talking about my backyard in the video game Minecraft. If any legal people are here.
almost quit carnivore over symptoms that were
If
fixed in
anyone of a
24
legal
hours
nature is
just
here,
by
I was
getting their
completely talking
electrolytes
about
down. Now, the
Minecraft
simplest
there.
way is to just salt all of your meals as generously as you can take it. That alone makes a real difference for a lot of
Bambi
you
gonna have a
carnivores.
bad
But if you're
day and I'm
busy,
gonna have a
if
full
you're
belly.
traveling, and if you just want something convenient that removes all of the
Commercial!
guesswork, this right here is what I've always down below. So with that, let's
Commercial!
talk about what the government is actually doing about this outbreak, and more importantly,
Just kidding,
whether
just
it's
kidding.
enough. The USDA was late to the party, but once the confirmed case landed, they moved. Ground personnel are now activated in Texas. A quarantine zone is
If
established
you lived in
around the
Florida,
initial
you could
detection
eat ducks
sites,
and iguanas.
restricting the movement
I could. I could bag some ducks. There's always geese in my backyard. There's always stuff out there I can grab. This is also another extremely large motivator. I have the lawn. I have the capacity for it. I have the room to install it. Chickens are definitely in our future too. We're probably not going to be able to make it happen this year, but going into next spring, next summer, we are absolutely 120% getting a flock of chickens next year for numerous reasons. If meat prices go to hell, I have chicken. I have eggs. I'm terrified of insects and ticks and all of these bugs. My chickens can just free roam and eat bugs in the yard all day long. There are so many beneficial reasons to have a flock of chickens if you're able to. If you have a nice lawn for it, a nice little piece of property or something, chickens are such a good investment. They really, really are. Chickens, we could do some guinea hens. Maybe we could get a turkey or two and have them around here. My parents used to raise turkeys when I was growing up, and they're fantastic to have around. They really are. They really, really
all
are.
warm-blooded animals, livestock, and pets. And sterile flies are already being dispersed across a 50-mile radius north.
That's so wild to me that the solution to the flies that are causing the issue is releasing sterile flies on top of the flies. We're literally talking fly-on-fly violence. We can get a pig. We got room to get a pig, too. Pig's a lot of work. Pig's a lot of work, a lot of feed and stuff. We can get a pig. We can get a pig. Now, my dear wife, I know you want a pig, but I know what's going to happen. I know what's going to happen. If we were to get a pig, to raise up, to get a big old pile of pork and bacon and all that juicy goodness out of, you would absolutely fall in love with the pig. You would name it. It would become one of your dear friends, and you would never let me butcher them. You would never let me. I already know it. I'm calling it right now, my dear wife. She will love the pig, and then, you would fall in love. I'm telling you. Oh my God. Can we talk about how cool it is my wife is hanging out in chat right now? How cool is that? Man? Number one fan. She's the number one fan hanging out in chat. If you guys don't know her, Nano is Mrs. High Calorie Human, and she is just a sweetie. That being said, she would fall in love with the pig, and it would just become a permanent fixture of the house. Get out there, flies, and shake your moneymakers.
Of the border.
Do flies have a moneymaker? Ooh.
Using the same method that worked in the 1960s. But here's what I want you
It
to
is a very
actually pay
interesting
attention
strategy,
to, because this is where it gets both impressive and sobering at the same time. Back in February, before a single U.S. case was confirmed, the USDA completed a sterile fly dispersal facility
It's got to be
right
Wilbur.
here in
If you don't do
Edinburgh,
Wilbur,
Texas.
you're just
And
screwing up.
Agricultural
You're
Secretary
throwing the
Brooke
ball if you
Rollins
don't go
celebrated
Wilbur.
it as a major achievement, saying the Trump administration was bringing the full force of the federal government to fight this. Then, in April, they broke ground on a full sterile fly production facility. Also at
Good.
Moore Air Base in Edinburgh, designed to complement the Panama facility, which currently produces 100 million sterile
She's
flies
already
per week.
thinking of
That
names.
new
It's not
Texas
good.
facility will have a
That's not
targeted
good.
maximum capacity of 300 million sterile flies per week.
We'll start with the mini pig. Chickens aren't really that great with pests. Guinea fowl are amazing for it. Yeah. I was thinking we can mix it up. We can do some chickens. We can do some guinea hens, guinea fowl, stuff like that. Even if she's a sow, I don't know. She's going to fall in love with it either way. It's just going to become a pet. She'd just wake up one morning and it would be gone, and we'd have a full freezer full of pork. And
When complete,
I
it
would get
costs
punched in the face.
$610 million. It sits on 19 acres and encompasses
I
4
would get
buildings.
smacked upside
Agriculture
my
Secretary
silly head
Rollins
for that.
said, and I really want you to hear this, today, this is about what I believe personally ultimately leads to the eradication forever
What do we
of
got?
this
We got about 5 minutes left on Bella's video here, guys. We are going to finish Bella's video. We're going to finish the reaction to this. And then it is time. This is why you get 2 pigs. That's right. You get 2. One to keep as a homie and one to turn into meat. She would just name both of them. We're going to finish Bella's video here. We're going to finish this reaction to hers, and then we will be doing the super secret stream-only video reveal. That's about 5 minutes out, my friends.
best. That is a bold statement, and I respect
About
the
5
ambition.
minutes
but
out,
here's
we'll
the
do the
reality
super
check.
secret,
That production
sneaky
facility
video.
isn't expected to open until
House pig
fall
and a
of
waiting pig.
2027,
That's right.
which means right
Oh,
now,
waiting pig,
today,
eating
with a
pig, eating
confirmed
pig.
case on U.S. soil, the primary production facility
I just got home from the store. I bought 17 pounds of pork ribs. Ooh! Christy, what I'm hearing there is you did in fact bring enough for everyone then. Everybody, pork is on the menu.
is still in Panama. The fly got here before the facility designed to stop it was finished.
Pork
The
ribs, I
USDA
love
has
pork ribs.
also
I
deployed over
love pork
7,100 screwworm traps
I got
north
a
and south of the border
big
that are
old thing
being
of them in the
monitored
freezer.
around the
I bought
clock.
a
And they
big
have
old thing of
invested
them in
an
the
additional
freezer. That's my
$21 million
reward for
into
completely
upgrading
lying.
Mexico's facility
Wilbur
in
and
Matapa,
Orville,
which
she
is expected
already
to begin
named them.
production
She
this summer. But
already
is it enough?
named
I
them.
think the infrastructure they're building is the right one because the sterile
Oh,
insect
she already
technique worked
named them. It's
before
over.
and it can work again. But
It's
the
so
timeline mind is the
Jover.
problem because the problem is here right now. So here's exactly what I would do and what I am doing as
I'm
someone
telling you,
who's
literally, I have a rack of pork ribs like this big in the freezer right now. That is my big reward for finishing this stint of Lion Diet is those pork ribs, and whoo, I can't wait.
entire diet depends on beef being accessible and affordable. Number one,
Although that being said, I don't know. I truly think I might extend Lion 30 days. The 30-day mark of Lion this time is going to be next Wednesday. It'll be next Wednesday. So I'm thinking I might extend it out a week to see what happens, possibly two. The thing is, I'm just losing weight so fast right now. It's like, why do you change it up? At that point, when it's working that good, why change anything? Just let it ride.
stock
Just
your
let
freezer
it
right
ride.
now. If you even have the freezer space, this is the moment to buy in bulk.
We talking baby back or St. Louis cut? Baby back. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back chilies.
Buy
Baby
ground
back
beef,
ribs.
chuck roast, short ribs, beef suet, your workhorse cuts, and staples. Buy more than you need and freeze it. The Federal Reserve Bank of Dallas is projecting prices rise a further 7.7% in 2026, even without a full outbreak. Buying
7.7
now
on top of
locks
what it
you
is now.
in today's
It's not
price. Number
fantastic.
two,
It's not
diversify the
fantastic.
cuts. If ribeye and
then
ground
one
beef
day
are
they
going to
became
get
bacon.
even
Rich,
more
how you doing,
expensive,
brother?
this
How's
is
your week?
actually a beautiful
You ready
moment
for
to
the
get into
weekend
the
or what?
cuts most people ignore. Now, here are my holy grail underrated cuts: oxtail, beef shank, chuck roast, short ribs. The fattier, the more collagen-rich cuts that are still more affordable and more nutrient-dense are still budget-friendly. Your bone broth, your slow-cooked oxtail, this is the moment those cuts shine. Number three,
Yes,
build
indeed.
that relationship with your local farmer or butcher now. With feedlots that relied on Mexican calves facing empty pens and skyrocketing prices, retail is where you're going to feel this the hardest. Buying direct from your local ranch and farms almost always gets you better quality and better pricing,
about to fire out the
especially
Steam
when
Deck
retail
and veg
supply
out. Dude, Steam Deck seems so cool. I have a friend of mine is a developer at Bungie. Well, he was a developer at Bungie. With all the massive layoffs that Bungie's doing right now, with the gaming industry just kind of going to garbage, he was a Bungie dev, and he swears by his Stream Deck. Swears by it. Swears
is
by it.
going
He
to be
loves
strained.
that thing.
Go to your farmer's market. Find a rancher near you. Ask about buying a half
I'll
or
get
even
one
a quarter of a
someday.
cow.
My
The
first step
savings
is
are
I
significant.
need a new PC. I'm on the fritz with my current PC. I do need to get a new one in the near future, but I don't know. Oxtails seem to get too expensive. Benny, I am right there with you on the oxtails. I am right there with you on the oxtails. Oxtail is really expensive right now. Really, really expensive. I forget what I saw the other day. It was at least like $9 a pound at Sam's the other day when I was there.
Significant. And the quality
They're country style, which I know are really ribs. They're from the shoulder branding of, but they are super fatty and going to be good. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. I don't think it matters what type of cut it is on those ribs. They're just going to be good no matter what.
is incomparable
I just do mine. I just square mine and I just do them in a cast iron. Oh my God, they're
to
so
grocery store
good. Get a
meats.
nice
And right
crust on
now,
'em.
supporting
Woo!
local ranchers
Woo!
isn't just a
Woo!
health
They're
decision.
good.
It is an act of solidarity with the people holding this industry together. And also, when you buy direct from the farm,
$2.49 a pound. You are the absolute queen of the deal. You get such good food prices. I am envious. I want to be, you know what I want to do? I want to become, remember that show Extreme Couponers and stuff? So I say coupon. Extreme Couponers. Extreme couponing. I want to become an extreme couponer. If that's still a thing. If it's still possible to do that. I don't know if that's still a thing or not. But man, if that's still a thing, I want to
cutting
learn how to
out
do it.
any
I want to learn how
chance
to do
for
it.
shady behavior in your meats, eggs, and dairy. And with all the videos that I've posted now with my research, it is shocking, scary, terrifying, all of the above. Learning all the things that they are doing to cut corners when it comes to our own meat, eggs, butter, cheese,
it's
and
not
milk.
good.
So I
It's not
highly
good.
recommend building that relationship now. I'll make sure to link all of my favorite farms and ranches for all of my carnivore staples, as well as
I want to talk to, so our local farm, local big farm / farmers market is absolutely amazing. I really want to get with them and kind of see if they're willing to go online and do stuff, because if they're willing to do online sales, I feel like I could do a lot with them. It's an incredible piece of hardware. Someone of a tech enthusiast wouldn't buy a Steam Deck now at the price hike because of AI, but the level of customization makes Nintendo look like a joke. Yeah, it looked like it made Nintendo Switch and stuff just absolutely obsolete. I don't have the new Switch. I have an old Nintendo Switch, and I'm not going to lie, I really don't play it much. Hi, Kelly, we meet up at Christie's is what I'm hearing. That's what I'm saying. If you get a Steam Deck before the price hike would be amazing. Now, well, yeah. I mean, the prices like skyrocketed, didn't they?
Great
I heard they went
websites
up
to
a
find
lot.
local
Didn't they
ranches
go up
near
like
you.
$200
And number
a
4,
unit
I
or
truly
something
mean
like
this.
that?
Do not panic, okay? The beef on your shelves right
Didn't all of them? Didn't like even like PlayStation 5s and stuff like that? I heard they had like a massive
now
price
is
hike as well.
safe. So keep eating it. Keep doing what you're doing. Just be smart, be strategic, and don't wait until everyone else is panicking to finally start acting. I really hope videos like this help you understand what's actually happening to our meat supply. How
1K
far
for
are
the
you
1
willing to
terabyte
go
model?
for your beef?
Wow.
If ground beef hits $15 a pound, are you
As cool as they are, that's $1,000 I can put towards a new PC. So there's that. Do you see now the power of the pork butt? It can even become ribs. I'm trying to host a meetup in July, not at my house though. If anyone knows any Cali folks, let me know. I'm trying to get at least 20. We carnivores are scarce over here. I know a Cali guy. We have a gentleman that hangs out in Stream. His name is Legend McCarthy. I think he's up in the San Francisco area. But he is a new carnivore. He literally started doing carnivore just because I was doing it, and he might be interested in something like that. We do have a couple Cali heads in here.
you finding a local
It does
rancher,
sound fun.
buying
It
a
does
quarter
sound fun.
cow, doing
I've
whatever it
missed
takes?
California.
Or
It's
is
a
there a
beautiful
price
state.
point where
Beautiful,
you cap
beautiful
out?
state.
Let me know in the comment section because I just want to know where my community stands right now. And finally, before I wrap up, I just want to share that if you're carnivore, you've cleaned up your diet, but you're still not cleaning up your routine, specifically your sleep hygiene, I might be able to explain
Sleep hygiene is my favorite term. I never heard the term sleep hygiene until I started watching carnivore videos.
why you wake up
Awesome
drowsy
term,
or you're
though.
not
Awesome
sleeping
term.
well. And honestly, this is one of the most common things that I hear from people in this carnivore community. You feel like
I associate hygiene with cleanliness, so like pairing it with sleep is just it seems so weird to me.
you're
It
doing
seems
everything
really
right
weird
with
to
your
me.
food, and something
I get
still
it. It
feels
works.
off.
I get it,
9
and it
times
works,
out of
but
10, when I
it
dig
just
into
seems
it,
weird
the
to me.
missing
It
piece
just seems
isn't
weird to me.
on the plate. It's happening after dark. That's why I want to quickly share something that I've been practicing
Wash your
every
ass
single
before bed,
evening
sleep
for the
hygiene. See,
past
that
5
makes sense
years
to
now
me.
to
That makes
naturally
sense to
protect
me.
my recovery and wake up feeling genuinely well rested every single day.
Tell
These
you
right
what,
here are what
I am absolutely taking the longest shower before I go to bed tonight. It is so humid in Pennsylvania today. It's been like 95 degrees the last couple days with just literally the most humid days you can imagine. It has been miserable. And I think, all right, we're going to end this video here. This is just a complete ad at the end. All right, guys, it is time. It is time. This is the super secret stream premiere of this video. I'm not going to upload this to Instagram or YouTube or TikTok or anywhere. This video I made just for you guys today. Today, the Union Pacific Railroad is doing a tour, a nationwide tour. It is the largest ever produced steam-powered locomotive. It is the last one in operation currently. It weighs 1.2 million pounds. It is called the Big Boy. And today, it passed through a town. It was about 45 minutes away from where I live. Me and my wife and a dear friend of mine all went out, and we embraced our inner autism. We all embraced our inner autism. There were thousands of undiagnosed cases of autism there today, but this was my experience seeing the biggest steam-powered locomotive ever. This is my autism video. Let's do the thing.
The excitement of this man waiting for the train. What's that noise?
Horn, train. Yeah, I see a train. Look at the size of this unit, dude. Look at the size of this unit. Look at that thing. Absolute unit. Oh, it was so cool. Look at the axles. They had like all the axles and bearings and everything else like chromed out on this thing, dude. It was so cool to see. So cool to see, dude. Sorry if that's deafeningly loud, by the way. I apologize if that's deafeningly loud. We'll bring it down a little bit. We'll bring it down a little bit. Sorry if I shattered anyone's eardrums with that. Oh, man. Dude, it was so fun, dude. It was such a fun morning going to see that. It was so fun. I put a bunch of coins on the track. Actually, where is it? Hold on. I came away with 2 souvenirs. So I put a bunch of coins up there. I'll see if you guys can see it. So I crushed a couple coins. This used to be a dime. This was a dime a little while ago. Now I got to watch Train Dreams again, dude. I'm telling you. So I crushed some coins on the tracks while I was there. And I managed to find and get away with a big old railroad spike, too, while I was there. I got a nice little souvenir to put on my desk down here in the man cave. So I got some really cool stuff to leave with. Really, really cool stuff to leave with. Super awesome day. They also had a strawberry festival up there, which sounded fun, but I can't have strawberries, so we didn't do that. We just did the trade, but it was an awesome day. Awesome day. Got to spend the morning with wifey. Got to let my inner autism loose. It was such a good morning. Such a good morning. All right, we checked out Rebecca. What else we got? Sydney's got a video. Nick Shirley's got one. Let's not get into Nick Shirley today. It's not a flavor for everyone. Tony Hampton. Patrick Alexander. We haven't seen Mr. Patrick Alexander in a while. I wonder how he's doing. He's got some shorts and stuff. We'll probably pass on those for now. Train Dreams? Yeah, dude, I got to see Train Dreams. You've been telling me about Train Dreams for a while. So we're going to find one video to end it with here for the day. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see what Guga's got going on. Let's see if Guga's got a cool steak video for us. I said yes to your insane request. Guga has a literal nuclear steak. So we are going to end this for the day here with Mr. Guga Gua. Patrick Alexander is the Dutchman? Yeah. All right, I don't know if he's originally from Deutschland. I'm not 100% sure. I think he lives somewhere in Southeast Asia now, I think. I'm not 100% on that. I know he lives on a just amazing looking beach, the best beach you've ever seen. But yes, he is originally from the EU. I'm not sure.
On today's video, I'm saying yes to every single thing you ever wanted. Some of these experiments are absolutely
Netherlands, not
insane.
Dutchland.
Why are you asking for this?
Yeah, I
Are
get
you
it mixed up all the
trolling
time.
me,
I get that
or
one
is
mixed
this
up all the
actually
time.
a good idea?
I'm not up to date on the EU these days, to be honest.
I don't know. And there's only one way to find out, and that is
I know England and Portugal and Spain and France and Germany, and that's about it. And Italy.
to say yes to everything.
boot.
Enough talking, because in order for me not to be biased, I got a true
Deutschland
chef
is
to
Germany?
give
That's
you
right, that's
his
right.
feedback. My
I keep always wanting to think Netherlands is Deutschland.
brother
No, no,
from another
no.
mother, Chef Brian Sau, are you ready to do this
Netherlands
with
is
me?
the Dutch, that's why.
Not
That's
really.
why.
I'm a bit.
Remember the Austin Powers line? There's only two things I hate in this world. People who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch. That Austin Powers line lives with me forever. It lives in my brain rent-free. It truly
Concerned.
does.
I'm not sure if I should have even come today.
But that's okay, you're here,
right.
and
Guga
let's take
is
it
gonna
like a
do some
trooper,
steak
because
experiments
sometimes they
today. I'm
troll
very
me,
curious
but
for
other
these.
times they are serious.
I'll be the judge of that.
Enough talking, because we're gonna
You
start
be the
off
judge.
with some cool stuff.
Cactus 2639.
XO sauce. They call it the king of condiments in China.
Now I
An
should let you
unfortunate
know there's
smelting
no
accident,
alcohol
yeah.
in XO sauce. XO basically
My
means
yoo-hoo is
luxury because
gold.
it's made with really high-end ingredients. We're talking dried skin.
You know what really hurt me the other day? Is I looked when the Austin Powers movies came out. And yeah, it was a long time ago. It was a very long time ago, and I don't know how to feel about it. I don't. The Dutch can be abrasive. They get an exaggerated bad rap for being financially tedious, you might say. Fair. I thought it was the Belgians. No, the movie line's definitely the Dutch. Definitely the Dutch.
Scallops, shrimps, amongst many other things.
Hold on. We gotta find it.
On today's video, I'm saying yes to every single thing you ever wanted. Some of these experiments are absolutely
It is the Dutch.
All right, Gold Member. Don't play the laughing boy. There are only two things I can't stand in this world. People who are intolerant of other people's cultures and the Dutch.
That is is literally the best line from the entire franchise in my mind. It is the best line from the entire
You better
franchise.
have done this one.
I did.
That looks amazing.
Really? It looks amazing to you?
I'm so
That
excited.
looks very greasy.
Well, it is fishy, I'll give you that. XO sauce isn't meant to be eaten alone. It's part of the whole. Usually it gets mixed into something else.
All right,
it's
well, at least he's gonna
sauteed with.
scrape it off.
In this
At least he's
case,
gonna
I
scrape
think
it
once you
off.
take everything off, you're going to be shocked at how good this is.
We're about to
Hugo, you
find
keep
out what
watching
this
and I
tastes
love
like
money, so I'm
right
going to
now.
ruin another
Cheers.
steak. 100% facts. 100%
That's amazing.
facts.
Yo, that's pretty good.
That's really good. And there's a touch of that fishiness, not in an offending way.
No, not at
you
all.
know?
And even though this sauce doesn't
Interesting.
smell very good, the flavor, money.
Yep.
What's your vote?
I'm gonna give this a 9.
A 9. Wow.
Interesting.
You
The
know
man
what?
can cook
We
a
agree.
mean
All right, we're in
steak,
agreement.
though.
All right.
You can
XO
absolutely
sauce,
make a
that's a
mean
9.
steak.
Darth GBC
I'm starting to get better.
363.
My steak cooking skills, my cooking skills across the board are definitely improving. The deeper I get into carnivore and stuff, the more I get into dieting and do this other. Who doesn't love some stinky fish? Aha! It's my cooking skills are definitely improving across the board. They're still not fantastic. They're still not fantastic, but I'm definitely getting better as I go.
Marinate
I
steak
truly am.
overnight in a spicy Bloody Mary mix.
I
Interesting.
like this. I'm excited by this. It's
Very
umami, a
interesting.
lot of tomato. There's acid. I'm excited by this.
I don't know exactly what is going to happen, but he asked only for 24 hours.
Okay.
And I did it.
That is gonna be awesome.
Really?
I'm so excited.
Well, I don't know because, I mean, why is it falling apart on this side over here,
well,
Brian?
it's falling apart because there's acid in there,
Uh-huh.
and acid is a tenderizer. You only marinated for 24 hours, so I think it's gonna be enough. It's not gonna disintegrate.
I'm not sure, Ram. I think he may be excited. I think he might be excited on this
Integrate.
one. I'm not
All right,
100%
so,
sure.
gonna go ahead and cook
Hurry
it?
up! Stop talking. Grill
I
it
know.
up.
And
I'm gonna.
I'm
call
not
it right now.
100%
I
sure,
think
but he
this is
might
gonna
be
a
excited.
10. It's not a 10.
I thought it was going to be spicy.
It's like that one song. Who is it? It's the two robot guys that make music. I can never remember their names. Where the entire song is just the lyric "around the world" like 500 times. It's like, I don't know. I think these guys might be going
I don't
around
like
the
this.
world.
No, I don't like it at all.
Daft
I
Punk,
feel like
yeah,
I'm
it's
tasting
Daft
Bloody
Punk,
Mary.
Daft Punk.
It doesn't mix. It doesn't work. It's masking the steak.
It's
I'm gonna go around
overpowering.
knocking
Brian,
Guga's
give
accents.
you a
See how many
rating.
people I can annoy. Fair.
Wow,
Fair.
two?
2.
I mean,
My favorite line of Guga's of all time is "More butter, more better. More butter, more better." I know what you meant as soon as you said two robot guys. I can always picture them perfectly. I can just never remember the name of the band. I never can. It's kind of like Wash Your Sister sauce. I think it with the fish. Yeah. How has the diet been this week? I knew you were not limiting some days, averaging the same. No. Oh, were you not here for the weigh-in, Buck? Were you not here when we did the weigh-in preview?
it's not that bad
I guess you probably saw it, right? It went live at 5 o'clock. It should have gone live at 5
for me.
p.m.
I'll
on
give it a
YouTube.
5, so we have to agree.
But let me know. If you haven't seen it, we'll do the weigh-in one more time. If you haven't seen it yet, we'll do the weigh-in one more time.
Say 3.
3. We agree.
Harold Johnson 2424.
You seen the video? Yeah, I don't know, dude. I think I just have a lot of inflammation this week. I have a lot of inflammation. I think I was retaining water quite a bit just because I started exercising again pretty hard. I mean, a loss is a loss. Don't get me wrong. We only lost a little under half a pound, but a loss is still a loss. It's pretty much what's been happening the last 3 months, too, if you think about it. 3 big weeks in a row of weight loss, and then a week of just either half a pound or gain a pound or 2 pounds. Just this weird stall every couple of weeks. And I honestly think it's just my body adapting. Because you figured the prior 3 weeks, I'm down over 20 pounds. So that combined with everything else, that's a lot of weight to lose. That's a lot of weight to lose. I think I take it for granted how big losing 20 to 25 pounds is. It's become so commonplace that I guess I really don't consider it a big thing anymore, but it truly is. It truly is. And I think your body needs to adjust because 25 pounds is gone. And my body's just going, oh my God, what happened? We need to reassess the situation. Let's get the metabolism going again. Let's do this and that. And your body's tinkering. Your body's trying to figure stuff out too. And I think that's a very large part of why these plateaus happen. After the latest come the dips, hang in there. Yeah, no, absolutely. I don't let the plateaus get me down anymore. I used to get really frustrated about them, but it's to the point, it's finally happened so often. And the big thing is now it's happening I don't want to say so frequently, but it's become such a normalcy, and it's happening on a rotation of like every 3 weeks. It's something that's meant to be happening. It's something that meant to be happening. I truly think it's just my body adjusting to losing so much weight, especially when that 3-week bridge each time is somewhere between like 10 to 20 pounds each time. That's a big adjustment. That's a lot for your body to do. And I think at a certain point, it can't lose weight that fast. You know what I mean? It can, but it needs that downtime to readjust things, change your metabolism around, change what you're burning and how much you're burning. And I think that's all it really is. And historically, the last couple months when these plateaus happen, it's only been a week. It's only been a week. Usually the following week, I'm right back on track. So that's what I'm hoping for next week. Planning on putting a very, very big push in. A very, very big push in over the next week or so. See if we can get at least another 5 off. I am super happy if we can do 5 by next week, because if we can average 5 pounds a week for the next 2 weeks, that puts us in the 300s. Have to go. Hugs all around. Christy, thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you have an amazing weekend. We always love seeing new faces here. You are welcome back anytime. We'll be live Monday at noon Eastern again. Hope to see you then. Have an amazing weekend. Stay well fed, and have yourself a beautiful time. Thank you for stopping by.
What about aged in Alabama white sauce? Are you familiar with Alabama white sauce?
Yes, it's actually a mayo and vinegar-based sauce.
Interesting.
So we
Mayo
already
vinegar
know
sounds like a
that
really good
vinegar
combo.
or acid is going to help tenderize. So we know that it's going to cover that department. But mayo, what's mayo made of? Fat, baby.
Exactly.
More
White.
fat. More better.
More fat, more better. Let's go.
He did not specify how long he wanted
Google
to
turned
do it
into a
for.
carnivore,
So I went ahead
question
and did it
mark?
for 24 hours. Voila!
Oh, I thought it was supposed to be white sauce.
So, I mean, take a look at it, and
Well, clearly something in
It's a
the
little goopy.
sauce is reacting with the steak,
a little
making
goopy.
the sauce, well, no longer white. I'm not as excited as I was earlier, so
let's see how it turns out once cooked.
cheers.
Cheers. Google, where did you get this sauce?
Wonderful flavor in your mouth immediately.
This just proves
my own personal
acid
white
is
sauce.
one of the best pairings with savory.
Yeah.
Did you notice that it kind of creamier? It's almost like coating
Yeah.
your palate.
I'm loving it.
I like it a lot.
Brian?
I think I may have to give this a 9.5.
Wow. You know
interesting.
what, Brian? I like it so much. I'm giving it a 10.
Wow. You know what? I'll give it a 10.
A 10.
Swagner 666. Oh, we got a little heavy metal Dark Lord action going on with this. I'm very
yeah.
curious what they recommended.
Now age steak in Guinness.
Yes, dude. I have 99.9% given up alcohol, but man, a Guinness Extra Stout would go so hard right now. An Extra Stout would be so unbelievably good.
Love Guinness and how appropriate. The Guinness itself,
God,
I
I
can drink
love
Guinness
Guinness.
all day long. Fun fact, it actually has less calories than a lot of lagers.
Really?
does,
Oh yeah,
it does.
oh yeah.
What do you think is going to happen to this steak because it looks gnarly?
I think it
I
can
love
work
Guinness. Guinness
because
is my
it has
favorite
kind of
beer
a
in the
slightly
world.
roasted flavor.
Especially
I
the
think
extra
that
stout
can
they're
work
using
really
for this.
well with
It's
the steak.
so good.
Please tell me you
So
did this,
good.
Guga.
I sure did.
Oh my goodness.
What?
Wow, just from the way you move it, it looks super tender and soft.
Mm-hmm.
Guinness is very commonly used with roasts and meat. So I think
I
it's
used to
gonna work.
put every time I would do a crock pot stew or anything in the slow cooker or like a beef and mushroom over noodles, I would always add a can of Guinness. It adds so much flavor when you're cooking.
Voila.
That I'm excited about.
See what it tastes like. Cheers. Nah.
No, I don't hate it. No. I like it a lot. I think what is not
Wow,
working
Guga had
for
to
you
drink water on
is
that one.
slightly
That's wild.
medicinal quality of Guinness.
Yeah, right. It tastes like crap. It tastes terrible, Brian.
I kind of
This
miss
is-
mushrooms. Yeah, you and me both, Rom. I was always a sucker for a nice portobello, dude. If I could add like nice portobellos back into my stews and crockpot stuff. Dude, Marmite in a rich beef stew is killer? Yeah, I bet it is.
Something
bet it
I
is.
try once, like right now, if it was on a menu, I wouldn't order it again.
That's rate. 0.
I'll give it a 6.
Okay. 4.
4.
Guinness gets a
Guinness
4.
gets a 4. We got Lazy Clown 48.
Lazy Clown
A
48.
perfect name because look what he asked for. Dry age in Oreo filling.
Oreo
Well, come on. It sounds
filling
right.
on a
It sounds good,
steak.
no?
I'm
No,
going to
not
be
at
ill.
all.
Well, guess what happened, Brian? Because
Yeah. I watched a cooking competition the other day on Food Network. I think it was Alex Gornishelli's show, the one where they try to beat her. And it was a vegan episode, but they had a challenge where they had to try and replicate meat as close as possible using mushrooms. And dude, the dishes they made looked so good. It literally looked like they were cutting into steak. It was insane.
Let me guess. You made it.
That's right.
Of course. Oh my goodness. That literally looks like a clown. I'm not sure about this one. No can do. This is criminal. It's completely encased and it's not exposed to the elements.
Look at it, Brian.
But I may still be a hater because there's only one
I can't say that on YouTube, but we're still going to do it.
way to know if this works, and that's to cook it up.
Nope.
These are two flavors that are fighting each other so
Those
much.
two things belong
I'm
nowhere
still
near
tasting
each
it.
other.
Listen,
nowhere
eat
near
your
each
steak
other.
by itself.
And eat your Oreos with milk, please, not with steaks. Oh my goodness.
Let's vote.
-1.
-1. We agree.
Okay. Nye Rambler 23.
Still waiting for dry aging steak.
Cream of mushroom is going to be really, really good. Also, this one here, we are not going to have time to finish this video today. We're going to finish this one here. We'll look at the cream of mushroom, and then we'll probably be wrapping things up for the day. I have a wedding I must attend tomorrow, so I got a lot of planning to do tonight and stuff to get ready. But we will finish this one quick. We're not going to have time for the whole video. We will finish this on Monday.
Cream of mushroom.
But it doesn't look appetizing when
Oh,
you
we'll
open
just
it.
find
Oh,
other stuff
it
to
looks
watch. Who
terrible.
knows?
It's
Who
one of
knows?
those things, it looks terrible, but it tastes
Google is always the
awesome.
go-to.
And I
but
really hope you
I
don't
think this
ruin
cream of
that for me
mushroom one's
today.
going to be
You
really
better
good.
believe
Beef
it.
and mushroom go together so well.
What do you mean? Doesn't it look appetizing to you?
No, it doesn't.
But isn't that what you grow up eating? Look at it.
No, that is not what I grew up eating. Let's make that very clear right now.
Seems like I almost attacked you by saying something
Guinness
like that.
and cream of mushroom
man,
go
I'm
together
triggered.
very, very
We're gonna
good. If
eat
you're
it
cooking
right
with
now.
both of them, I am
That
telling you,
is
it is
one
a
of the worst
beautiful
steaks I have
combination.
ever seen
Beautiful
in my
combination.
life. You are already ruining my childhood love of cream of mushroom. The first few seconds, I didn't feel any difference.
Oh, I felt it immediately.
Really?
Yeah, right away. Yeah.
So for me, it came after. It's
You got really
coming on
defensive. I think you
very
grew up eating that.
intensely.
There's
It
a high
leaves a nice,
potential. There's a
wonderful,
high potential.
smooth feeling in your mouth. Since there's no crust at all, almost feel like a boiled steak
Right.
with a good flavor.
Yep.
So we're gonna have to rate it. Brian,
I'm gonna give it a 6.
I'm giving it a 7. So 6.5, we agree.
6.5, okay.
We agree.
All right, yeah.
Before moving forward, let me introduce.
All right, 6.5. Friends, we are going to call it there for the day. I'm really excited by this. Everything he makes. I'm very excited by this. Very, very excited by this. All right, my friends, we are going to call it there for the day. A dear, dear family friend of ours is getting married tomorrow, so we must get ready for that. It is going to be an amazing day. I got to see a train today, and I get to see a really, really good friend get married tomorrow. Oh my God, it is going to be so cool. Guys, today's stream was amazing. Ram, it was so good to see you again. I'm happy you're doing well. Guys, this was amazing. We had a ton of people. We had double-digit viewers for almost the entire stream. This has been amazing. Thank each and every one of you for choosing to spend some time with me this Friday. Today has been an amazing day. Between trains, between road tripping with the wife, between good food coming off a fast, between this awesome stream, guys, it has been a truly phenomenal Friday. Thank you so much for being here. I will have a bunch of stuff out over the weekend. I got my Keto Mojo. I'm going to do some more work on fast food stuff. We're going to have some videos on that. We got a lot of cool stuff coming up. A lot of really cool stuff coming up. And we'll be doing stuff over the weekend. And going into next week, we will be live again Monday at noon Eastern. Hope to see you guys then. Have a fantastic weekend. Stay happy, stay well fed, and most of all, get some good rest. Let's get out of here with a good old jam and call it good for the night. We're going full copyright. Forget the copyright strikes. Forget the copyright strikes. We're going full jam to get out of here. Boys, have a good weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you oh so much. Bye-bye. Woo!
Turn your magic on. With me, she'd say everything you want to dream away. We are legends every day. That's what she told told me